Dear friends, Allahu Abha, I am Khosrow Raul Soleimani from Seattle, and this is my mother, Ruhi. This afternoon or evening, we are doing a devotional specially dedicated to the African American community of the United States. Because we have seen their sufferings, their enormous pain, the injustices they have been subjected to, starting with the transatlantic slave trade, then slavery here, then the Jim Crow era, and even today. There's a terrible political climate, and some people are taking advantage to engage in hate speech online or offline. And that seems just terrible to me. And, these are ignorant souls, the ones that do that. They have no worth, they have no education, they do not know what's wrong and what's right. So these prayers are for all our African American brothers and sisters. I will begin, or my mother will begin with a prayer in Farsi or Arabic.
It is in Farsi.
Okay, in Farsi.
الها معبودا مسجودا شهادت می‌دهد عبد تو به وحدانیت تو و فردانیت تو و از بدای فضلت مسئلت می نماید آنچه را که سزاوار بخشش تو است و ظهور و بروزش از دفتر عالم محو نشود سحاب اوهام او را سطر ننماید و غمام ظنون او را از اشراق باز ندارد ای کریم هر صاحب بصر و سمعی بر کرمت شهادت داده و بر سبقت رحمتت گواه عبادت را از دریای شناسایی محروم منما و از انوار وجه ظهور من مفرما توی بخشنده و مهربان لا اله الا انت العزیز المنان.
Merci عزیزم. مال کی بودی مناجات؟
مناجات حضرت بهاءالله.
This was a prayer from Baha'u'llah. Thank you. I'm going to begin with a quote by the Universal House of Justice that was written in 1985. Racism retards the unfoldment of the boundless potentialities of its victims, corrupts its perpetrators, and blights human progress. Recognition of the oneness of mankind, implemented by appropriate legal measures, must be universally upheld if this problem is to be overcome. Listen carefully. There must be legal measures. I'm going to read some of the hidden words. As an immigrant, a Latino and a Persian, I have my small share of suffering in the world. So I really find comfort in the hidden words. O Son of Spirit, my first counsel is this: possess a pure, kindly, and radiant heart, that thine may be a sovereignty ancient, imperishable, and everlasting. O Son of Man, for everything there is a sign. The sign of love is fortitude under my decree, and patience under my trials. O Son of Man, my calamity is my providence. Outwardly it is fire and vengeance, but inwardly it is light and mercy. Hasten thereunto, that thou mayest become an eternal light and an immortal spirit. This is my command unto thee, do thou observe it. O son of man, should prosperity befall thee, rejoice not, and should abasement come upon thee, grieve not, for both shall pass away and be no more. I want you to pay special attention to this last hidden word I'm reading, please. Everybody who's watching this video, God bless you. O children of men, know ye not why we created you all from the same dust? That no one should exalt himself over the other. Ponder at all times in your hearts how ye were created. Since we have created you all from one same substance, it is incumbent on you to be even as one soul, to walk with the same feet, eat with the same mouth, and dwell in the same land, that from your inmost being, by your deeds and actions, the signs of oneness and the essence of detachment may be made manifest. Such is my counsel to you, O conquerors of light. Heed ye this counsel, that ye may obtain the fruit of holiness from the tree of wondrous glory. And my prayer, I usually say this prayer whenever I'm feeling distressed, and when I feel that I need divine assistance. And I am dedicating this prayer to the African American community. I am offering it to them. Dispel my grief by thy bounty and thy generosity, O God, my God, and banish mine anguish through thy sovereignty and thy might. Thou seest me, O my God, with my face set towards thee at a time when sorrows have compassed me on every side. I implore thee, O thou who art the Lord of all being and overshadowest all things visible and invisible, by thy name whereby thou hast subdued the hearts and the souls of men, and by the billows of the ocean of thy mercy, and the splendors of the day star of thy bounty, to number me with them whom nothing whatsoever hath deterred from setting their faces toward thee, O thou Lord of all names and maker of the heavens. Thou beholdest, O my Lord, the things which have befallen me in thy days. I entreat thee by him who is the day spring of thy names and the dawning place of thine attributes, to ordain for me what will enable me to arise to serve thee and to extol thy virtues. Thou art verily the Almighty, the most powerful, who art wont to answer the prayers of all men. And finally, I beg of thee by the light of thy countenance to bless my affairs and redeem my debts and satisfy my needs. Thou art he to whose power and to whose dominion every tongue hath testified, and whose majesty and whose sovereignty every understanding heart hath acknowledged. No God is there but thee, who hearest and art ready to answer. This was a prayer from Baha'u'llah for aid and assistance. So listen, I am a teacher and I have to talk about this. Not political, just an observation that in school districts around the country, people are trying to ban books about African American history, about all the injustices that have happened to the black community. You cannot hide these terrible sins of humanity. You cannot. They must be studied so that history won't repeat itself. Okay? They must be studied so that justice is served. Okay? The political climate is terrible and people are taking advantage of this to just openly show their hate online or offline, or participate in anti-black activities. like that, like banning black history or banning a beautiful black poet like Amanda Gorman from a school district. By the way, the person who sent the request to ban her book, her inauguration poem, was a Nazi, you know? So be careful, open your eyes, see what's happening in society. And to end this prayer session, this devotional that I humbly dedicate to you, I want to say a prayer in Spanish, my native language, for protection, for the protection of the African American community. Oh mi Señor, tú sabes que la gente está rodeada de dolor y calamidades y envuelta en aflicción y dificultades. Toda prueba asedia al hombre y toda adversidad horrible le asalta como el ataque de una serpiente. No hay para el abrigo ni asilo sino bajo el ala de tu protección, de tu preservación, resguardo y cuidado. Oh tú el misericordioso, oh mi Señor, haz de tu protección mi armadura, de tu preservación mi escudo, de la humildad ante la puerta de tu unicidad mi resguardo y de tu cuidado y defensa mi fortaleza y mi morada. Presérvame de las insinuaciones de mi yo y del deseo y guárdame de toda enfermedad, prueba, dificultad y ordalía. Verdaderamente tú eres el protector, el guardián, el preservador, el abastecedor y verdaderamente tú eres el misericordioso de los más misericordiosos. Abdul Baha. We love you. God bless you. Keep your head up. You know, these may be terrible times, but we're human beings and we have endured a lot of things. You know, just ask my mother about being a Baha'i in Iran. There was this one disabled kid who would gather stones, and when he saw my mother when she was a child on her way to school, he would stone her and call her a Bobby dog. You know, we come from suffering, so we have some sort of understanding. So we love you. We love you. Take care of yourselves. Be happy. Joy is a form of resistance. Go do things that you like. Go buy a book that you love, a book of poems. Highly recommended poets, Jericho Brown and Jimmy Santiago Vaca. Anyway.